137-118. Doing mine on high school dropouts. I'm very passionate about this subject because one day I plan to be an athletic director, and this would be a very important topic for my occupation. Picture a teenager's life. What do you see? You probably see high school football games, socializing with friends, going to class, homecoming week, dances, getting ready for prom. Some people say that high school is the most important time in somebody's life and the most fun you'll ever have. With that being said, why do so many people drop out? Statistics say that 1 out of every 5 teenagers will drop out of high school. Today, we'll be going over the 3 main reasons of why this occurs. 1, happening with outside influences, teen pregnancy, and a lack of interest. So first, we'll start with outside influences. Outside influences have a lot to do with someone's success or failure, not only in school, but in everyday life. And it starts with your family. I think family is a very important key, because if your family is pushing you every day and they have their own occupation and their education's under their belt, you're more likely to live up to their expectations. Also, if you have a sibling to drop out, you're more likely to drop out as well. A study showed that 75% of the 5,000 students that had dropped out had a lack of parental support in school. Also, there's peer pressure. Peer pressure can make or break a student's decision of staying in school. You always need to have the right friends, because there was also another study from 8th to 12th grade students that showed there was a cause of delinquent violence and activity to show why students were dropping out, including drugs, sex, alcohol, abuse, skipping school, and etc. Next, we'll go out to teen pregnancy. Teen pregnancy is the #1 cause of girls that drop out of school, and 70% of the girls that leave school never come back to their education. And it's the 15% of the cause overall. And some schools even push out teen pregnancy because they think it's not right. Some of them don't even give the students excused absences, and even if the student does receive excused absences, they're going to be fall behind with their work because of appointments and other things. And many other schools don't even allow the students to go to school. They send them to an alternative school because it's against the morality code of the student and the school. But however, some teenage girls report that they need school during their pregnancy. They think being with their peers and their teachers and other faculty members will help them during the hard time. Now that we've went through the first 2, I want to touch up on the lack of interest. It's just very simple with this one. Students are not motivated anymore. They seem that it's very boring to students, and the studies showed that 7,000 out of the 10,000 that dropped out last year admitted it was due to the lack of interest in high school. They believe that everything's just boring and it's just a generic curriculum course. I think teachers can do this by motivating students, not only just for the schoolwork. They can make them go to clubs, make them more involved in sports, because I think a lot of sports allow the student to have A's, make them have better grades. So I think it's very important for them to be involved in clubs. And also, teachers need to relate the schoolwork to everyday life, because everybody's not brought from the same background. With all this being said, with the outside influences, teen pregnancy, and a lack of interest, I think it's very important that we realize and make a stand how important this social justice is. So I hope you all have included enough information from my speech and make a stand and help teenagers stay in school.